Well, toilets are precious and should be treated like gold. But sadly, everyday toilets are lost due to neglect, which continues to negatively impact the education, well-being, self-respect of South African children, their very core value. And this is why Domestos is taking a stand and taking a seat on a mission to win the war against unsafe sanitation and poor hygiene, and I am joining that battle. This morning, I am very happy to be joined by Andiswe Xaba, the brand manager for Domestos, who is here to share more about this incredible campaign, the work being done, and the big plans ahead of World Toilet Day on the 19th of November. Oh, so good to see you again, my friend. First of all, how are you in this crazy battle that is waging on?
We're doing good, still fighting the good fight, of course. Very good to be here and to see you again.
We are connected on an emotional level now. That is, I think I'm with you for the rest of my life, probably, because I have young kids and I know what this means, something that we take for granted.
Right.
The fact that we have a World Toilet Day is amazing to me, but you guys do this every day. But these opportunities, this platform, the raised awareness, there is so much going on through this conversation. So what are the plans this year? What's the focus?
It's really hard to believe or to think that sanitation is still an issue to date in 2023.
There are still children in South Africa who don't know what a toilet is or how to use it.
Exactly, Graham. There are 4 billion people around the world who don't have access to a flushing toilet. It is scary. We can't deny that there's progress being made, right? We've been committed to this journey for over 11 years. We can't deny that, hundreds of pit latrines have been demolished. Thousands of toilets have been built in their place. But what's also true is that for as many toilets that are built, thousands are lost because of neglect and lack of care. And so what we really want to zone in to this year is around addressing that loss of toilets and the impact that it has on our communities and in our schools.
Because that speaks to, yes, a redundancy and the effect of what we're trying to achieve here, yes, but then this becomes an additional cost, and then it only just reinforces the same negative behavioral patterns before. But when we look at it through a different lens and we realize, okay, we've matured to the point of maintenance. We've now matured to the point of culture changing around that. So how do we achieve that? How do we get people to see the toilet as the gold that it is? How do we reinforce this shift?
What we realize is that there's really 3 pillars around addressing the issue of toilet loss. There's, realizing the need for infrastructure, which is there, it exists, and we will continue to address that. But there's also the part about changing our own attitudes and behaviors around toilets and how we use them. And then it's also about ensuring that ongoing care and maintenance. And so, as our brand, our response has really been shaped around those 3 pillars, right? So we have the Domestos infrastructure program where I've said, we continue to build toilets in schools. This year we've been able to put 100 new toilets in 3 schools in KZN, which is amazing. We also have the schools hygiene program where that is about going in, changing attitudes, changing behaviors.
Changing legislation.
Exactly. We're in the curriculum, we're in every single public primary school in South Africa. That's close to 17,000 schools, impacting 1 million learners year on year. And then, of course, we have our maintenance program, the Cleaner Futures and Brighter Futures program, where we are going in training and empowering cleaners and teachers to carry on the maintenance of these school toilets so that they are not lost.
The lived experience.
Exactly.
And that's where the pride kicks in. I've been to these schools. I have the advantage of this bird's eye view and obviously having seen this journey unfold, so I can see what it means to the individual. We're not trying to help 1 million people sitting in an auditorium. We're trying to help one child.
Yes.
Keep that child in school. Let that child feel better about their own existence. And we can do it so simply through this tool. I love it when we start to get to what must have felt like an impossible, lofty dream when this mission first started. We want to help 100 million people globally by 2030. Must have felt like a pipe dream when it was first announced. We're getting there. We are feeling it now. We've helped well over 10 million South African children achieve that. So how are we going to do that practically in 2024? And I suppose it speaks to what we can all do to help you.
Exactly. That is exactly the next step for us. We've set this bold ambition. We need to take bold action. We believe that we have the right programs in place to address this issue. but we need to scale, we need to increase our impact and do more. And what that takes is partnership. So we are calling on businesses, on government, on organizations, on individuals to partner with us to help us win the war against this crisis.
Well, there's a nice short circuit here. We can force them to do that by doing it ourselves. If we as consumers make the right choices, we inform what the structures above us have to do. It's just as simple as that. We have the biggest voice here, and we can use our money to be able to do that.
Right.
How do we as customers get behind what you're doing? Now that you've created this framework, this empowered platform, how do we feed into that success story?
Well, the great thing is that this is a community issue, and it requires community response, right?
Takes a village, yeah.
So every single person can contribute. We can all do something to make things better. We can look after the toilets that we own, right? Our own toilets, any toilet that you have access to. We can teach our children to do the same.
Yeah.
We can lend our voice to this issue, get on social media, share information, get out on our social media pages. We have a pledge that we're running currently. Do what you can to really bring awareness to this issue. But I think most importantly, we can support brands that are making an impact in this space. As Domestos, we take proceeds from every single product that we sell, and we use that to fund these programs in schools. And so by consumers just choosing us, they can make a difference. They can impact the lives of school children.
And we've seen it. We've seen the impact that you can have. I know we're going to be out and about a lot over the coming months, doing as much as we can. I cannot wait to be a part of some of those big reveals, but it's more the long-term vision that I'm so excited about.
Yes.
The bottom line is we can all do something. You can support safer school sanitation simply by choosing Domestos. You can spread the word, you can educate your peers, you can take care of your school's toilets. And every time you take a bottle of Domestos home, you are directly supporting programs that contribute to safer school sanitation for over 1 million learners per year. 1 million. This is big, and we can play our part. It's time to take a stand or take a seat if that's what matters.